ahead, easy to get rich or dead. This ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze I won't, I can't lose, really rest or up bed. Do what you can to do, make your next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just flow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry cold as chills. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, let's go. Pepper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, I do this for the family, I might just throw my wheel. I keep it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chill. My jewelry cold as chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, let's go. Get first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See that pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real.
Blow your mind.
Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh. Bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Yeah. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the Jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my Jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back. The way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that. But a NASDAQ, that's cash when the money falls.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from Miami. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
I'm going 80. I'm going back to you. 48.
Now Rosen on first down. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. A first carry for Samaje Perine. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now, these two teams have met a total of 15 times starting back in 1997. And of course, remember, Baltimore was moved from Cleveland by owner Art Modell back in 1996, so they didn't have a team prior to that, but they met in 97, 15 times since then. The most recent meeting was back in 2017, a 40-0 rout by the Ravens over the Dolphins in October of that year. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack.
And I think now, getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
At the Ravens' 37-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Alert! 57's right. Watch the run. Hey, high 7.
A draw play now. Balaj. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
57.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. It's complete to Graham. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Alert!
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. After the interception, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
It's caught, and there's the 1st NFL catch for Marquise Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 30 yards. Hey, they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in, because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's excellent coaching. And how about how he's picked things up? Picking things up in a big way with a big play in his NFL debut. On 2nd down, Ingram. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on 1st down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
They'll try to run for the 1st with Ingram. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Here's a guy coming off a strong rookie season, Gus Edwards. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson rolling to his left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the 3rd time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses.
It's
and
rare.
excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Watch the safety creep. One down.
From the gun, it's Rosen. He completes it to Wilson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Hey, Orbit.
On 3rd down, Rosen. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turn.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here, so it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Rosen. Brought in over the middle by Graham. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Middle.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football, Down he goes.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Max 57, 57's Max. Go.
And now it's Rosen looking. And he's going to go down again. Pernell McPhee picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 26 yards on the play there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Here's Rosen to throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. Baltimore was the most run-heavy team in the league last year after Lamar Jackson took over as a starter. And you think about Mark Ingram. He goes from a situation where he was sharing time with Kamara in New Orleans. Now he figures to be the top guy in the Baltimore backfield. Although I guess you could say he's kind of splitting time with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson. But a great veteran presence Mark Ingram is behind Jackson. Ingram now in his 9th NFL season. Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. It's a give to the right. Ingram. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here.
Ready. 96. I'm here all day. Check 24. Check 24.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson has got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
23 yards the pickup there.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They run it with Balaj. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Now Balaj trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Let's make these
And running the jet sweep here to Parker. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll throw it with Rosen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
2nd and 10. It's Rosen again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this 1st half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot.
He's got daylight. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, his 1st NFL reception, goes for 6 as the Ravens push further out in front.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the route is on here in this 1st half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Typically down to the 1st half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, and normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. 1st half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Rosen will throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
check, cross.
Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the gun on third down, Jackson. He may try and run for this. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
First down, Baltimore.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first. Now this from 43. Tucker's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Again, it's Balaj. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now it's the backup Fitzpatrick. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught at the 25. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial tap.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Fitzpatrick. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And all the way down to the 39.
Let's go. Let's do this.
And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined. No one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Check 50. Check 31. Check 31. Joker, Joker. Joker, Joker.
Ingram again. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run. This is Hill. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Ingram, he's been busy today. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we got to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On second and 11 now. Fitzpatrick. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Ingram. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game. But it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a big loss here as he's taken down. Vince Beagle. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Here's Ingram. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Jackson on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up fourth down and goal.
So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Continues to be a struggle for this offense, and this home crowd, they're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a fourth down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. This quarterback now just 2 of 5 since coming on, but he does have a first down here. Fitzpatrick now. They'll set up the screen to Balaj. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Strong.
On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Again, the offense will stay out there.